So I'm getting a weird knocking noise out of my 7.3 F350. So I want to go underneath the truck and see if I can hear this noise, see if I can pick this up on camera. So underneath the truck, you can see we have the original Ford Moco oil filter on the truck. This truck has not even had its first oil change yet. It has about 25 to 2,600 miles, I think. So let me know if you can hear this knocking noise. I don't know if it's coming from the engine or the trans. Let me put the microphone closer and see if you can hear it. Definitely seems like it's coming from the trans. See if the camera wants to cooperate with me here. All right, let's see. So hopefully you can hear that. Definitely seems to be coming from the trans. I can check the oil as well to see if there's any metal in the oil, but it does seem like it's coming from the trans. It could be coming from the engine and the noise kind of transforming or echoing through the transmission, but it does sound like the trans. I think if it were the engine knocking like that, I'd definitely notice that a little bit more while driving, whether I'm coming down off a acceleration and the load comes off the motor. If it was a rod knock, you'd hear that knocking a lot more repetitively too as well. With the engine being under no load right now, as it idles, it could be making a knocking noise, but I'd be able to hear that on the rev. And then as the load comes off, I'd hear it knocking. But for some reason, the trans is knocking, making a knocking noise. So, yeah, I'm going to grab my phone and see if my phone will pick up on it. But comment below and let me know if you've ever heard that noise, if it's something I should worry about. I have noticed some things with this trans. For example, starting this truck up and putting it in gear too fast. I know that's probably operator error, but I have a 6.2 with the 6-speed, and what happens is I have a lawn mowing operation, and with this truck for years and years and years and years, what happens between properties? You start it up, you throw it in drive real quick, and you go. Well, for some reason with the 7.3, sometimes you start it up, you throw it in gear, boom, you get a hard shift. Not every time, but sometimes. With this truck not having keyless entry, a lot of times I put the key in the ignition, turn the key, and started using remote start, and I'm noticing a harsh shift into drive. I'm also getting a couple other weird noises when I put it in park. The park paw doesn't engage quite as quickly like the old 6-speed did. Does lurch a little bit more when you put it in park. I've noticed that the trans will sometimes make a noise at low speeds. So I'm definitely noticing some things, and hopefully this trans isn't going to be one of the lemons. But other than that, most of the time it drives really good, no problems. But it's not as good as a 6-speed. It's not as good as my old 6-speed. My old 6-speed is a better shifting transmission than this new one. With the old 6-speed that we have here in our 6.2, I'm not noticing that the transmission's even there, to be honest. And it's never this truck's got 25,000 miles. It's due for some maintenance. I just haven't maintained it yet, but it's due. Still, and keep in mind too, at 25,000 miles, you might be thinking, no way, that truck doesn't even need any maintenance yet. But it really is kind of late when you think about the service that it's in. I don't daily drive this truck anywhere, so it just doesn't accumulate a lot of miles. It stays in town, just bumping house to house to house and then plowing lots. So that's 25,000 hard miles. To put in perspective, most people will get over 25,000 miles out of a set of tires, and these ain't the original tires. We've been eating tires up. I mean, these tires, this is only the second set, but the other tires that came off of here were straight bald, and that was at like 18,000 miles or so. With these tires being so meaty, they aren't. I mean, they're worn down a little, in just a few thousand miles. They're worn down quite a bit. So, that just kind of puts it into perspective. But yeah, these Continentals, they're good tires. They're good for plowing snow. The first year you have them, the second year it starts to kind of diminish, because they have a good enough lug on them, but not when they wear down. I mean, you'll get by, but the way these tires look now is not bad at all for plowing snow, being brand new. But comment below, guys, and tell me what you think about that knocking noise coming from this 10-speed. Hopefully not an issue. But anyway, I got to do some other work on this truck. My name is Sean. This is DS Trucks. See you guys in the next one. Over and out.